Right, boys, we're here doing a podcast together. I've got Ash with me.
Oh, yeah.
We've done two before, I think, yeah, because we did me and you.
The last one was 7-8 months ago, wasn't it? Around Christmas.
Yeah.
That was just an absolute piss take, wasn't it?
That was funny. I'd like to redo that one.
Well, sometimes I still get moments in thinking back to them clips and I just giggle to myself. That one on the trampoline.
What was the one, when, was it what Adam said about his mum? Christmas, she puts on a good spread. Yeah.
That's so funny, bro.
Good time.
I love that's probably my favourite podcast, the last one to finish off, just because it was just a laugh, wasn't it?
You know when you get into that bit on the podcast and you start smiling because you know what's about to come. Oh,
I couldn't control,
funny.
bro. There was about four or five times that I just kept standing up. I couldn't even
I know
sit
you
still.
kept standing up.
I kept
doing
still
circles, I was like, what is bro doing?
But it's just general today, isn't it? We're just going to be
we're
chatting
just
shit
gonna
pretty
be-
much.
We're just going to be chilling, chatting, nattering, and just talking a lot of bullshit because that's what this is all about, really. I don't
what
like
this is
doing
all
too much
about.
professional. You know, when you're recording on Instagram and stuff, I'm just not about professional.
Yeah, well, I think we've all got that side to us where you need to be professional.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah,
like, one of my mates, Davey, he always looks at my Instagram reels and he can't always watch them because he's like, that's not how I know you, bro. Like, I know you was just basically a mong, which I am, but I have also got that, like, professional side to me where I've done classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But he just knows me as, like, a mong, pretty much.
Do you ever wonder, like, what people think of, what does, like, that person think of me through the phone screen? So, like, one of your
Yeah, I
followers,
used to,
something
but I
like
don't really care anymore. Now I just, like, have you seen, like, the reel that I did in my car? Where I've just been like, all I've been doing is I got one of them mounts and I've just been I've just been jamming out, bro, in my car. Either talking or just fucking jamming out on the way to the gym, bro. I'm like, that's like, that like expectation of social validation is gone. I don't really care about it anymore.
Yeah, as long as you've got your priorities. I think it comes with confidence, though, as well. Because someone asked me the other day, I can't remember who it was, it might have been my sister or something like that, and she tried to video herself recording, she couldn't do it. He's like, how do you do it so naturally? And
you don't the first time.
You know, it will take you years to get used to it. And I just talk to a camera like I talk to my mate. That's why when I introduced you lot to this podcast, what's good? You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
But I did. We are going to go through sporadically some questions and whatever, because I did put a story on. But from me, what's
good, bro? You've had a lot of come up in the last 6 months. Well, since the start of this year, I think you've had quite a lot of change, haven't you? You've got your bodybuilding competition in 6 weeks' time, I believe.
Yep.
You're smashing out content now. Seem a lot more driven. So, what's been the change? Where do you think it's been the transition of you coming into a bodybuilding prep that's just like scattered into those other areas of your life, or what? Tell me.
I think it's mad because people have asked me a similar question over the last 6 months. What is actually like? Why do you feel different? And I actually expected to feel worse. I thought I'd do less content. I thought I'd more boring content, not really be too motivated. But if anything, it's the other way around. I feel like I'm a lot more energized to talk about stuff. My mind, like in the morning, seems to be firing a lot faster. So I think it just put a lot of things into perspective, and the way in which I see stuff has changed. Like I value certain things more than what I'd never used to do.
Like what?
Such as, I mean, I know that us coaches talk about it all the time, don't we? Like a sleep routine or making sure you drink enough water, right? And people probably just bat their eyelid at it, like think, oh, shit, not fuck that. In
just
reality,
like generic advice.
Yeah, but that stuff has been mental. But for me, getting up in the morning, having a routine, a bit more about like 5:30 in the morning, get up, go for a walk, do all the little things, and then all of a sudden it gets like 9 a.m. and I'm done. Like a lot of my day is done. I'm like, what am I going to do? So then that's when a lot of the content comes out, the YouTube starting, reaching out for this podcast, just all sorts of stuff. So pretty good. I had a call with Nicola as well for the first time in about a year, and came on the call, went, Nicola, I don't know why I booked this call. I feel great.
I did a similar thing actually, because she was like, I booked in with her and then she sort of said at the beginning, why have you booked this call? I was like, I don't actually really know. There's nothing really to go over. I just wanted a bit of a chat.
What did you chat about? Just life, chill?
Just life, yeah. Just like things that's going on with work. Other things, letting off some steam. That was about it. Yeah, bro. She's good though, Nicola, because sometimes she don't even say anything. All she does is just sit there and just says, yeah. And you just talk at her and she just listens. Yeah. Sometimes that's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah, you need.
You don't need someone nattering back at you. No, I don't want to hit your toe.
Do you know what the worst thing is? Is when someone like you start talking about something that's really important that's just happened with you, but their situation's worse. No, they've had that. They've had that worse. Almost like their dad's harder than your dad, or their mum's harder than your mum.
Yeah, but do you not think that's like unhealthy? Because then you don't end up. Yeah. You're not going to want to talk about it to other people because then you're always going to have that fear of, oh, what if they've been through worse?
Yeah,
and it's like, I mean, I had this conversation with Rowan in the car because we were on the way back. We had a really good weekend last weekend because we went over to the Lake District. I don't think I put it on my story actually, but we went paddleboarding.
Paddleboarding.
Rowan's got just a massive paddleboard that he's had for like 6 months, bought it for 200 quid. We went over down to the lake, took both of our guitars.
No, you just sat there playing your guitar.
Playing fast car, bro. Just playing fast car. That's the thing. It's like the only song, one of the only songs that I know on the guitar.
I'm like Smoke on the Water.
So I was just spamming that song. But it was a proper nice weekend. But on the way back, this was before who was playing that night. It was the England game, wasn't it?
What day were it?
Was it the England game? It was on Sunday.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah.
Or Saturday. I can't remember.
One of them anyway.
Yeah, if someone was playing, but we on the drive back, he actually he was thinking about, potentially speaking with Nicola, just nothing too serious, just about one or two bits. And so we actually put the podcast on that I did with her in the car. Oh, yeah. And he was just like, it would just like really sort of put it home for him, like that it's not as booking in a call with someone like that, a professional, isn't as bad as it seems.
No. But I think it's because when you get to know them, that they're not like, they don't come across like a really professional, like hardcore meeting with someone who's going to be drilling into what is wrong with you. It's not really like that. It's mainly just a chat, and then sometimes you think you're going to go into them meetings and you'd have no clue what you're going to talk about, but all of a sudden, at the end of the meeting, you've blabbed on about stuff that you didn't realise that were there.
Bit like this podcast.
Exactly.
Potentially, like we're not there yet, though.
We're not there yet, but I'm going to regret saying something on this, and I'll just be like, yeah, whatever.
Is what it is.
It is what it is. So you went to the Lake District,
did
some paddleboarding.
But it was just one of those days, like that you'll probably remember for years or for the rest of your life, because it was just like one of them. Rowan's one of them mates that's super spontaneous. You don't plan it. Yeah. It's just like he'll ring you up in the morning. Should we go lakes? And it's like, yeah, let's do it. And then we got everything in the car, went down, and it ended up just being one of those days. We were like, we're on the paddleboard. There was some guy that was driving past on a speedboat. Well, hey, can we have a look? He had one of them wakeboarding handles on the back. We're like, you could drag us along, lads. So then he came up and we would have sat on the paddleboard. It was zooming across Lake Windermere, bro.
Where'd you put your guitar? Did you bring your guitar on the
No, we set up like a spot. Let me show you a photo. Bro, how weird is that? He's calling me right now. Should I answer it?
Yeah, answer it.
Oh, one sec. Let me phone him back.
That is weird. But he's actually ringing you.
One sec. But I'll find the photo as well. I had like an England flag and everything. Yes, brother. Hello? Hiya, mate. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, what's goody?
Yeah, you're alright, mate.
Yeah, I'm alright, mate. How are you, mate? I can't really hear you properly, bro. I'm on a podcast. I was literally just talking about our weekend that we had.
You were talking about what?
When we went down to the Lake Windermere on Saturday, Sunday.
Would you actually? Were you on the podcast with?
I'm on it right now. You'll be able to hear you through the microphone, broski. Your first podcast, brother. Say hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, only just though. You keep cutting out.
Am I actually on the podcast?
Yeah, bro. I'm with Tyler. I was just telling him the story, bro, about when we went when we were paddleboarding on the weekend, and with that guy was just driving past on his boat, and we just got towed along, bro, down Lake Windermere.
Yeah. Take the opportunity, aren't you?
That's the life lesson, broski. When opportunities present themselves, you take that shit.
Love that.
That's it. You don't ask, you don't get.
That's it, bro. Well, I'll let me call you after, bro. What were you calling me about? Were you calling me about
See
that?
what you're on with tonight.
All right.
Shout after.
Babs.
Sorry.
Yeah, Babs, girl.
Babs.
Beer gardens. Right, I'll speak to you after. Well, that's okay. Just hung up on me.
Completely done you over there.
I know.
Just left you high and
I didn't even
dry.
say bye. What a dickhead, man. Fuck you.
That is mad, though. They did
I know, but yeah, it was fun time, man. Fun weekend, bro.
Fine.
Fun weekend.
Lakes, man.
But like, those are the weekends that are just good for your mental, like, because we're so blessed living in the northwest of the UK to have the Lake District on our doorstep.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that.
You love going on the hikes, don't you?
Love it. I've not been able to do it that much, though, obviously, because of the prep. I've got to manage fatigue and stuff, like even doing a podcast or going for a half an hour walk. I'm dragging my feet for about an hour after. Do you know what I mean? But I love Lake District, love Scotland, love Wales, all that kind of stuff. Even just to drive down there and be there, miles better than being up here. But you are right, because obviously if you're living in the middle of a city or down south somewhere, I don't know, not many people have got shit like that on the doorstep.
I've never done it. I've thought about doing it, like living in Manchester or London, but for me, it just seemed way too intense. That
I think everyone's got that kind of like idea at some point. I want to go and move in an apartment building, high-rise building in the middle of Manchester. But then you actually realise I couldn't do that every day because everything's just so fast-paced. When in reality, you actually take for granted what's on your doorstep.
I wouldn't switch off me.
No.
I don't think. I think my sleep would be impacted. I feel like I just hear the noise of the city constantly. Do you know, like, just when you're around it, it's like you're in the midst of it. You can never come out of it. You're just in the midst of it. Even though you might be like 30, 40-minute train journey home. For me, it's just like, I don't know. It'd be a lot. Because I was thinking about it, me and Charlotte, but it didn't end up happening.
So what's the plan now?
Just basically get a house eventually.
Where are you going to move? Where do you reckon you'd move to?
Somewhere local, I reckon. Somewhere like Preston, Leyland, Chorley. Stay local.
Few nice houses going about in Chorley at the moment. I keep seeing it because I'm searching. I'm like listed with God knows how many estate agents. Had a meeting yesterday with one, and I want to go over because I live in Darwin, so Edgerton way. So from Darwin over towards Manchester is where I'd ideally want to be. Tottington, Edgerton way. But then you look at house prices, and you're paying for for like a terraced house, 300. Minimum. And
That's
I'm
ridiculous,
like, that's
isn't it?
wild. And then there's some in Chorley, and Chorley's quite a nice place. And there's
Some nice areas.
250 in Chorley can get you some really good houses, and that's all I'm looking at. Just drive past an house. Oh, I might have a look at that.
Right, if it's on for let or for sale.
Yeah. See what it's on for, because I don't know. I need to go.
Do you think you get into that point?
I've been at that point for a while, bro. Yeah.
When do you reckon the time's going to be then that you'll move out?
I don't know, because I'm always someone that, like, you know, when you became self-employed, you never got a guaranteed income. Right?
Yeah, so it could all go
here
tits
or
up
there, and then,
whenever.
Yeah, and then I've been in that kind of like cycle of, what if, like, you know, what if it goes tits up one day and you don't really want to be spending or committing to something, but you can't really live your life like that. And that's when, obviously, going back to the original question, prep, I just don't have any of those kind of thoughts. I just crack on with it, take the risk and just do it. Whatever, worst comes to worst, you'll get out of it. Do you know what I mean? So, just next step in it, I think.
Short-term thinking, do you think?
Yeah.
Because you get in a prep, you can't think about next week or the week after. You have to focus on that day and the next day,
One day.
and just one day at a time, and accumulate the days up.
My biggest issues now are just, oh my God, I've got to get 11,000 steps in. That's my biggest issue. So like, if I'm just, you can't really complain. Like, if your biggest problem at the moment is gonna get that them steps in, I can only have 100 grams of peppers in my meal. You've got a good situation. I think that's why I'm just so like straightforward now.
One of the things that people always say, though, in like a bodybuilding prep, you were talking a little bit about it before, is the being like up and down hormonal. You know, I like getting tetchy, agitated, anger coming through because you might be hungry, tired, fatigued, all that sort of
all
stuff.
The above.
So talk to what's going through that like, does it put you off doing? I know you've not done your comp yet, but does anything like that, any of the negatives as opposed to the positive, put you off doing another one in the future?
Before I did this prep, I would be telling people I'd do it once, because you don't want to underestimate what people go through to have to go through a prep. I know that, like, to some people it's just a bodybuilding show, but if you really immerse yourself into what can come of that, it's mad. So if you were to ask me right now that I'm reflecting back on what I've had to go through, I would do it again. But would I do it anytime soon? Probably not, no, because I think looking at it on paper, it doesn't seem that bad. But then when you're going through it, I've missed out on family holidays. Relationships with people or situationships hadn't have gone how they should have gone. And I've kind of lost my head a little bit. And then it's just been a little bit mad. But honestly, even to the point where if my key on this laptop now, like the key was a bit sticky, I don't know why, just something stuck under it.
That's definitely happened, bro. That's
That's
definitely happened. It being that specific, that's definitely happened.
So I'm just like, fucking no. But I'd see it as if the key's trying to piss me off. So that's why you're not clicking. So I'd lose my head. I'd take it personally.
I've had it for ages, bro. There was like I think I spilled some pre-workout on my Mac like a few years ago, and now I've got like them wipes to wipe over my keyboard, but I have to do it at least 2 times a day just to make them like fluid, so they don't like stick down to the bottom. But that's like most of my keys, and it pisses me off as well. But I'm not in a prep, so I'm not gonna fucking think about throwing my Mac out of the window because of it.
But I mean, all that being said, over the last 3 weeks, I'd say, and onwards, I've been sound. I've been the most level-headed. But before it, slurring my words in the morning, I was trying to talk to the camera, I'm talking like that. I'm like, fuck are you talking like that for? What is wrong with you?
Do you think sometimes it's because you see yourself from the reflection? So it's like you're trying to interact with yourself, but you're not. You're interacting with your phone. So I've thought about this a few times, because sometimes I'll actually use the reverse camera, because when I'm looking at myself, and it's like you're making eye contact with yourself. I'm then thinking, it messes up the flow of what I'm trying to say in my head, and I'm like, there's nothing coming back at me, and then you start just rambling on.
Yeah, because you're judging the way you're looking on your camera. To see if the lighting's right out like that. But I've just got that Osmo Pocket 4, right? And I do exactly what you've just said. So for instance, I'll turn the screen round so it's facing the opposite way, and I'll just make sure that it's locked on my screen, the camera. So obviously I can't be out of the image, so I don't need to look at myself because I'm always in it. And I won't look, because when you look at, like, if you imagine yourself talking to a friend like we are now, I can't see any reflection in this room. That's what I look like. And that means I'm more in it. I'm in the moment talking, rather than just be like, oh, fucking hell, what's that on the side of my face there? Side of my face.
Have you been like planning out stuff that you sort of want to touch on, or has it just been a case of that you go out and then the first thing that comes to mind you talk about?
I think it's more, generally it's what comes to mind, because obviously you see like a lot of coaches and stuff like that, they'll like set up a camera, a little bit like obviously these cameras are out, the lightings are out, but I like to speak what's on my mind when it's in my mind. And you mentioned about being in the car quite a lot, and your brain just, when you're driving, your brain can think because you've got nothing else to do. And that's when it usually comes to me the most. Or now that I get up so early going for a walk, it's the only thing that comes to mind. It's my brain's like spinning and it's going, and I just chat absolute shit. The amount of stuff I've actually got, and this links to the last question, what has the prep been like? No joke, about 2 weeks ago, I was on a walk and I sat down on a wall, right? I'm trying to record some answers to a question that Sam actually asked, which I'm going to ask you in a minute. So you better get your brain thinking. But there was this bird kept flying around, and these sheep in the background, they won't shut the fuck up. So I've got a video of me going absolutely mad at this pigeon.
I think you should post it. Could do with a laugh today, bro.
Do I post this or not?
I think it's one of those things that, but it's the BTS, because again, when you come to do your comp, people are going to see you up on stage. I mean, there's some stuff that you've obviously spoken about, but people don't see the in-between, bro. That's why I like, you know, like when we're with the people that we work with and we get testimonials, the way I phrase it is, let's get a face behind this transformation, because people only see the before and after. So that sort of shit, that shows people exactly what they should really expect. I mean, it's different from person to person, but that shows what they should expect in a bodybuilding prep.
Yeah. Well, I could put something together. I think I'd have to be
careful. It's just one of those things though, because like that's one of those things where it's like quite an intimate moment in a way, because it's like behind closed. You don't. There's no like context to it. There's no substance to it. It's just showing what you can go like and lose your rag.
It's the raw emotion.
Imagine if you were like mixing steroids into the pack as well, because obviously you're natty. Ooh. You're natty, aren't you?
Yeah. Do you know what? This is what I mean. I mean, a lot of people say that, you know, if you're on gear, sometimes it might be easier. I actually don't think that it would be.
Well, the big one's Tren, isn't it?
Yeah, Tren. I don't know. I think apparently it just enhances how it is that you feel, right? So if you're generally a quite happy person, you might be more happy. I'm not selling anything, but you might be more happy. Or if you're an anxious person, more anxious. If you're a tired person, more tired. I don't know, but I got asked this question the other day, would you ever? And I wouldn't do it. The only thing that I would do is if I got to like mid-30s and then I wanted to continue the way that I'm still going, then I think that it'd be something that I'd be open to doing.
Yeah, because after 30, your test production drops by 1-2% each year, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think I don't like, even now I don't like the idea of that. Like if now I knew it was going down, if I weren't in a prep and it weren't on the floor like it probably is now, but if I knew, you know, if I were getting told from now, your test is down 1-2% every year, then statistically, I'm going straight on it.
Yeah, because you know for a fact that you're never going to be at like your most optimal peak.
Yeah, you're just dwindling. Yeah. So fair. But I'm going to ask you this question now, because this one took me so long to actually think about, right?
Right, hit me.
I'm sweating just thinking about it.
I'm sweating, it's hot in here, Jay.
It's warm. Yeah.
I'm actually so hot, man.
You've got 2 shirts on.
Well, yeah, but they're only thin. It's a linen number, man.
Right. Are you ready?
Hit me, bitch.
This is from Sam. So thanks, Sam, for...
Sam Parker. Papa Parker on TikTok.
Sam Physique.
Go on, lad.
For answering this question. And by the way, mate, thanks for sharing my story as well, because he just bought some protein using my link. Where does your drive come from? So if you think about everything, not just work, not just anything, where does your drive come from? And before you answer, my answer, like I said, took me a while, and it's a little bit more of a deep answer.
Okay.
But I'll get onto that when you
you answer first.
Answer first.
Well, I can answer first if you want, bro.
No, do you want some more time?
No, I already know the answer.
Let's go.
All right. So for me, my drive comes from the experience of others close to me. Okay, and not making the same sort of failures or mistakes, not being in the same position as other people around me, without mentioning any names.
I love that. Do you know why? And I can prove this, not right now, but I can prove that was my answer. So my answer was, I am quite an intuitive person.
Introspective.
I look at situations and people, let's say over the last 15 years, and I'll get a vibe and a feeling from each individual, and I remember that feeling and vibe from someone, or that kind of perception of that situation that they're in, and I will actively want to avoid in 10 years being who they are at that time, because that's not where I want to be. So then the drive comes from actively trying to avoid those people and where they are in life. Again, no names mentioned, because I probably don't remember the names anyway, but just a mad question. Mad answer how you just answered the exact same thing as what I said.
It's probably because again, without going too deep, it's we can go as deep as you want, bro. We can dive in. But, you know, I'm
emotional.
I know. So am I, bro, honestly. But I think for, you know, we've both been through through certain things, and then that you sort of take that from childhood because you've seen how other people have maybe suffered. You use that as an example, and it's nothing against the individuals, but it's like I'm using your sort of shortcomings and your sort of downfalls in a way that I don't want to live like in the future, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's a smart thing to do because people are going to do that who are younger than you now, maybe about you. Do you know what I mean? Like you do with some other people. Yeah. Which is pretty mad to think about.
Yeah.
So I like that.
That's a good question, though.
It's a good question, isn't it? I mean, there is a few that people have asked.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to go over all of them.
We're not.
Get like spunk it all out straight away, brother.
No, we're not. But
what else has been going on since? Because the last time we did the podcast, we did with ads.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little bit more general. It was a lot more focused on just like clients and stuff and how people can manage like the festive period. I mean, there is the option to talk about how people should manage like the end of summer and stuff, but I wanted to talk more about like other changes over the last 6-7 months, what you've been doing.
What have I been doing? Do you know what? It's difficult that because I've just been eating rice and chicken.
You've been doing fuck all. That's what you've been doing.
I've been doing jack shit.
You literally just said it. You've missed on family trips and stuff.
No, I have, to be fair. I think I missed on 2 family trips now over the last 6 months where, again, sacrificing stuff. I mean, I just, you know, I've got people in my family that are at the age now where you'd think, is this their last holiday? Do you know what I mean? Like, are they going to be going away again? And there's situations where I got asked to go and I just can't go. So obviously there's stuff like that. So I am missing a lot of the, the little things, just being able to go out and not have to look at a menu for how many calories it is, and just enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? But there's always pros and cons to something.
Because you'll always stay consistent now. There's no doubt about that, is there?
No doubt about that. I wouldn't ever count calories or anything like that for the rest of my life, but because it can get stressful.
Unless you're doing another comp.
Yeah, unless you do another comp.
It's good though for the line of work that we're in to have that. It's like an accolade, isn't it? It's an achievement. Are you aiming to? Are you going in it to win it, or are you doing it to do it?
It's tough. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd say it'd be pretty.
You want to win it?
Good to win it. Yeah. But even if I don't, the mindset about it is, even if I was to place last in this situation as a worst case scenario, what I've learned going through it and what I've learned about myself, I'd still take it as literally as a win. Because like I said, if someone said, now you're coming last in next month's show, it'd be shit, but the amount that I've learned in it now has already been worth it. That makes sense. So, I mean, over the last 6 months, you're going to be able to look a lot different to the next 6 months. I might show up and be a fat shit in the next 6 months. Keep big. Do you know what I mean? So I'm doing novice class in bodybuilding.
Oh, okay.
Because it's my first show anyway. So that's what I'm doing. But eventually it will be classic. Yeah, not men's physique.
Yeah. Because for me, they're just the whole thing of, because like my dad's been there and done it. He's earned the t-shirt, got the stripes, and I'm like, and that for years, like when I was like 17, 18, 19, it was something that I actively was like, I think I'm going to do it in the future. But then as I've like got older, I don't know, I think I admire the sport. I think it's a great sport. I admire the mental resilience and the discipline that it takes to get that level of conditioning and shape. But I think for me, it's like this is a good question, and you can tell me your thoughts on this as well. Like from a vanity aspect of it, going up and like, I don't get me wrong, on Instagram, I like to give it a bit of a flex or whatever. But going up there with judges that are judging exactly, what your symmetry is like, your aesthetics, your vascularity, all of that sort of stuff, and how lean you are, your level of body fat percentage in comparison to your muscle mass. It's like, for me, that's just, it's intense, but from like a vanity point of view, I just don't understand it from that side of things, to be honest. For me personally, I think if I'm going to do it, I want to do it for me. Whereas if I went up on stage, in my mind, it's like I'm trying to impress all you lot motherfuckers down there. Fair.
So would you say that would be the main reason why you've not? But the thing is, let's reposition the question. Yeah. I'm not asking you to compete. You
mean just get back into that?
Yeah, get back into the weightlifting and that. Because, right, if I'm being honest, you're like in the middle ground. I feel like, in a lot of the training styles. Because you do a little bit of this, you do a little bit of that. Where would you position yourself in terms of the like type, where you're going?
I'd still position myself more so into hypertrophy for sure.
Would you? What?
Because I do a lot of volume, and my main focus at the moment anyway, I've cut down the running, and my main focus is just doing like my push-pull leg split throughout the week, 5-6 days a week, and doing like 16 to 18 sets on chest, 16 sets on delts, like 18 sets on quads. So I'm doing like the upper end of like what is maximum recoverable volume. My biggest downfall at the moment is because I've just been focusing on maintenance. I've not been like right now I'm cutting versus right now I'm in a reverse diet. For over summer, whilst the World Cup's been going on and stuff, I've still been keeping the consistency and momentum there. But then I've just been like, I'm just gonna sort of coast with my diet. And the thing is with that, yes, over time you are gonna adapt. But when you've been training for however many years, it's just like diminishing returns, isn't it? You're not really gonna grow too much.
Respect that.
It's just going to take longer. But then eventually I just need to think, right, I actually need to either eat 4,000 calories and just get but the thing is, last year, the time when we went to Tenerife, I could find a photo and show you, because I was doing podcasts with like Nicola and George at the time, and I mean, at the moment I'm around 88 kilo. At the time I was at 95. That's the heaviest I've probably been. And I gained a lot in like my jugular area. So like then I look at myself in the mirror, and then I'm starting to like, even though I'm committed to the cause of gaining mass, I start not liking how I'm looking.
Like that. Yeah.
Because you do gain it in like other areas that you don't want it. It's like, oh yeah, my shoulders and my arms getting bigger, but then I've got a massive moon face. Let me try and see if I can find it here. One sec.
I think that'd be that, because that's what I look at when I'm like gaining. I just look at my face and I'm like, why is my face so puffy like that? Do you know what I mean? Because I can't even compare it to any other point where we've done a podcast before, because I've always relatively been lean. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have. I've never looked at you and you think, and I've thought,
fucking nice bottom weight.
Do you remember that, Jake? Last year?
Every time I see you, seem like you're fucking ballooning up, though.
Bro, you fat bastard. The way he's worded that.
You seem like you're double in size every time.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I feel like it.
You give you a nice compliment walking in, didn't he?
Yeah, it was nice. But
you won't notice it because you look at yourself every time in the mirror.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I've not seen you for a few months, so like, yeah, you can definitely tell you put some size on.
Yeah. I'll take that. Thanks, mate.
There you go.
It's made my day. But look.
Let's have a look.
Look at my face.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't see it. Show him the picture. I don't think I see it. I think he just looks the same. That is in his head, isn't it?
Oh, bro, I'm telling you, it's not, man. I'm telling you. Even Charlotte has been saying it. You know, I was just like went really puffy in my cheeks when I smiled. I wasn't smiling from my teeth. It was my cheeks
coming up. Yeah.
But like, I definitely like when I was at 95 kilo, I could tell when I was running and stuff. I'm like, when I eat more food as well, my skin goes worse. I've got like my blood's done for that and stuff. But yeah, I just sort of need to get over that mental barrier at the moment. But I'm not really too bothered at the moment because it's like I'm not working towards something. But then it's like Danny Smith asked me the question recently on my story. You know, what's the next goal? And then it's like, it gets you thinking, well, what is my next goal? So I'm still keeping going and everything. But then it's like you lose the drive and the purpose. It's like anything with work, for example. That's why like now with content, I'm trying to smash out more reels and just put more of a focus into something. Because if you can end up just running on the spot, but you're not actually moving anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing a lot.
Yeah.
I'm still doing a lot. I'm still doing my work. It's like I'm jogging on the spot, but then I'm not actually going in any direction. I'm just staying
with one thing, moving forward with that one thing. So what's your focus now then?
I'm still just keeping consistent with the resistance training, bro. But I think the big thing for me is I'll do a photo shoot. I don't think I do like a bodybuilding comp, but I think if I was to get into that bodybuilding mindset, like you say, and instead of doing that, it would be a photo shoot like you and Adam have done before.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Yeah, but quick story actually from recently. I've had a bit of a health scare.
Oh, just go on.
Yeah.
Bro,
that was meant to be such a serious moment. Man goes, oh.
Go on. Let's
tell.
Go on.
So recently, I was at Download Festival Have you heard of it? It's a heavy metal
Never
festival.
been, but yeah.
Heavy metal festival.
Oh, I have. I've seen videos on that.
Yeah, I didn't realise how big it was. It's
Download,
absolutely massive. Yeah, like I can't remember how many people went, but it was ridiculous how many people went. Like hundreds of thousands.
Shit.
But I went camping there for the weekend about a month ago.
You do all sorts.
It was because
everywhere.
one of my mates, Davey, he's like proper into that sort of stuff. Because I grew up, right? I went through a phase from the age of 12 to 15.
Yeah.
I got like a diamond earring. I started like,
Love that.
yeah, going more like hipster, bro.
Yeah.
I was like known around the ends
Smith.
as like the hipster.
That's when I saw you on Instagram. Like, who's this?
Yeah, this guy's looking a bit funky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to like, Sleeping with Sirens, A Day to Remember, Of Mice and Men, all those sort of bands. And it's like, it's still been there. I've still like got some of it in my playlist, but I like other stuff as well. I like, your Chris Browns, your Drakes. I like more like country.
Chrissy B. I like country as well. There's an artist in music that I've been listening to called Sam Barber.
Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's good.
So good.
But Mumford & Sons are up there. Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, all those sort of people. Love all that sort of Tyler Childers. He's very country. But yeah, so I do like rock, but he wanted to go to Download Festival, and I was up for it, to be fair. I do still like that sort of music, but there's a line for me. Sometimes it gets too heavy. It's like I like stuff that's heavy, but then when there's a band that Davey likes called Kublai Khan, oh my god, it's literally just constantly.
Do you not think it mentally stresses you out trying to listen to all that go on?
So especially live as well. So like mosh pits, rock festivals and stuff, they're renowned to be like the moshes, aren't they?
Yeah.
There was this band that Davey went to. This was after this health scare, which I'll get onto in a moment, on the Sunday.
Yeah.
And I stayed out of it partially due to this health scare that I'd had. And Davey went into it, and bear in mind, we've been moshing all weekend, and he came out with a bust-up nose, blood all around his mouth. And like normally in a mosh pit, it's just like, you just like get a bit of a shove, bit of a shoulder bar, get up. And then, but this guy, there's this group of people, Davey knew as soon as he went into this mosh pit, I fucked up here, because he walked in and like it's in slow motion. There's just people started to put in mouth guards in, like they got about to go into a rugby match. Yeah, but apparently they were just swinging. It was basically just a massive brawl.
I wouldn't. That wouldn't be me. That going in there,
bro. You'd get with how much body fat you've got right now, bro. You just flatten, bro. Just pass out.
You wouldn't be able to see me if I stood sideways. Me.
But yeah, we went on the Friday, got down there. It was like a 2-hour drive, not too far from Birmingham. Yeah. And everything was going fine. Slept from the Friday to the Saturday. Didn't have much sleep. Wasn't eating too much either, because the thing is, at these festivals, I would never go to one if I was dieting, because the food options that you've got, it's just straight fried food non-stop. It's just straight fats. There's no protein or anything like that. Carbs and fats, that's all you're going to get on a weekend like that. And woke up on the Saturday. There's actually a funny story to how this happened, because on the Saturday night, I came back, I started to go to sleep, and I started feeling like I'd got like this really intense pain underneath my rib cage. And again, I've never had any sort of health scare before in my entire life. I just thought it was indigestion.
Yeah.
But I started waking my friend up. I left about 30, 45 minutes, started waking my mate up, Davey, and he was like pretty much fast asleep. But on the morning before, I'd woken him up at like 6 in the. We got him in a headlock, fucking giving him a knocking like that. The other guy that we were with, Callum Slow, he was led there in his sleeping bag, and he was just following us around the tent with his eyes, bro, watching us scrap. But basically, I woke him up, and he thought I was trying to do that again. He thought I was like trying to wrestle him.
About,
and he woke up, and I was like literally keeling over. I was like, I couldn't barely move, and he was like, oh, "Fuck off, Ashley." And then he rolled back up. I was like, no, David, no, I'm not being serious. I was literally like crawling on the floor. It was like something you see out of a horror film, trying to get to the edge of the tent. And I thought I was having a heart attack. It was that bad. Like it was.
Which side were it at?
On the right side.
Oh, were it? Is that when you get an heart attack?
No, you'd normally have it on the left side, but it was radiating. Basically, what started to happen is it was like there was a ring just below my chest there. There was a ring around me, and it was like someone was just squeezing you, like it was tight as possible. Like it's like a deep internal pressure. So yeah, basically started throwing up everywhere. I think I know why this had happened, but the whole works, had to get ambulance out and everything.
Really? What, in the middle of a festival?
In the middle of a festival. They had like a medical tent. It wasn't like an actual tent, it was like an actual facility. But they took about 2 hours to come. And the one thing that pissed us off was, because we're at a festival, if someone generally has a health scare, they don't believe it. They think it's to do with drugs or they think it's to do with drink. So they were like taking the piss with it. The ambulance managed to come. I got carried out to the stretcher. There was a moment though. There was a woman that came over who worked in the medical facility, and then I was keeled over like that. I couldn't move. I couldn't actually stretch up like that to sort of like relieve the pain. I just had to sort of stay keeled over, and I had a sleeping bag over me. And she was like, "Oh, you lads carry me. You know, he's only small." And then they managed to stand me up, and she went, "Fuck you know."
88 kilos, haven't you? Jesus.
Yeah, 88 kilos.
Shit, that's not small.
Yeah. I know, and I fucking got carried out to the ambulance, but they gave me they injected paracetamol, gave me codeine, which is a tablet, gave me gas and air. All of it did nothing. For about 5 hours, I was literally I couldn't get comfortable. I was just rolling around, but what they suspect it is a gallbladder attack. And that's not something you think about of like, because if you've got gallstones, basically that's how like your body produces fat, like, and excretes it through bile. And basically what I'd done earlier in that day, I'd had like maybe 3 or 4 beers throughout the day, not eaten much. I'd gone to a mac and cheese stand, had like loads of fried chicken and mac and cheese, which is, again, it's just straight fat. There's a bit of protein in them in the chicken, but the chicken might have been dodgy as well.
Yeah.
So, and I'd ate loads at once, and basically it's just my body's reaction to like all of that fat coming through at once. And basically it's probably just triggered my gallbladder to like contract, and then it's pushed a gallstone, if I've got a gallstone, over where you excrete it out, and it's just been rubbing like that. So you can't actually excrete the bile out, and that's why like every time I try and move, I couldn't actually, I felt like I was in, bro, they say it's like 3 times worse than giving birth, the amount of pain that you get from it.
Wow. So what happened? So obviously you've been seen to.
Yeah, I'd been seen to. I was led in a bed, getting gas and air at the medical facility. But the thing is, they couldn't do like an ultrasound. They couldn't do any form of scan. Yeah. Because, you know, we're not at a proper hospital. All they could do was try and relieve the pain. But the annoying thing is like they're giving you all this shit to relieve the pain, but it ain't relieving shit. Yeah. I just feel like it's still like it's just going on. So I ended up passing out from how much pain I was in. Bro, you're about to laugh. Shit. And when I came back around, it was like as fast as it had come on, it had gone. But then that's when, you know, like when I was saying about that Kublai Khan mosh pit, I came out of the medical facility at like 9, walked back to the tent. By 11:30, I was there with a camp chair walking back into the festival, bro. So I was a bit fucked from that. But yeah, that's a recent story from a bit of a health scare.
That is. Yeah. See, I'm someone that worries about little things like that sometimes. You know, like health stuff. You ever like had like a health anxiety route?
Oh yeah, I'm a massive what's it called, hypochondriac?
Yeah, hypochondriac. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite big with that, especially now, bro. Like if you get any slight bodily sensations, sometimes your mind just goes to the worst. You start thinking, like, what is this going to get worse? And like when I went to Egypt a few weeks ago, I had a very similar sort of thing start in the night, and I was shitting it. I was like, I do not want to fucking go to an Egyptian hospital. I mean, they're meant to be quite on it, the Egyptians, but I was like, I'm on holiday. It's like it's 40-degree heat.
To what you're normally used to, innit?
Yeah, and again, it was whilst I was away. So I was just like, I really just can't be arsed with this. But the thing is with that, it was like it kept stopping and starting, whereas it download, it was just relentless. It was non-stop the whole time, but I was shitting it.
So what have you got to do now to avoid that happening?
Just don't eat like a huge mac and cheese meal, something that's large in fat quantity, all at once when you've already not eaten much.
Yeah. So it's like a bang smack, big fat, greasy meal.
Yeah, because I was obviously starving because I'd not been eating much.
Yeah.
And then it's like I've probably just absolutely walloped this meal down, and then it's caused that. But I would have never I've never had any health scares in my entire life. I've never had anything before that, especially because my diet's overall pretty good. But then I came back and got a visit to the GP, and I'm just waiting on a scan as we speak.
That is
pretty wild.
Scary.
Pretty wild. But it's like the worst place that it could happen, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Like a rock festival. Moshes around it.
Moshes. Someone's asking you to go into a mosh pit. Hang on a minute. Shit.
Bro, it was, but the mosh pits are wild, bro. I did my first crowd surf. Do you not see the video?
Yeah. No.
Bro, we were talking about how heavy I am. I started to see a few people.
You're just there flattening everyone as you go along. Get to like Judas is like 86 and she's just gone.
Bro, to be fair, do you know Limp Bizkit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were close. We were close to the front for them, but it was just wild.
They were there, were they?
Yeah,
Limp
yeah.
Bizkit?
That was on the first night on
Matt,
the Friday night.
You should have been there, mate. Matt is obsessed.
Matt
Dodds.
Oh, right, one of your mates. Carlisle.
No.
But I just started seeing these people floating across. Like, again, these people like look quite small people. Some girls, some male, but smaller males. And I was looking up, and Davey was like, "Go on, lad. Go on, get up." I was like, "Oh, do I?" Because I just had visions of me like them hoisting me up, and then I just fucking pummeling, sink through the crowd. But Callum and Davey picked me up into the crowd. But yeah, I felt so sorry, bro, because I was a sweaty mess. I felt sorry for all the people having to
I just touch your back, just dripping down the forearm.
So yeah, that was a fun weekend, man.
I've had a health scare before. Probably the worst one. I've had like, you know, where you found like a weird mole or something like that, and you go to doctors, they check up on you. That's not the worst one. The worst one was about 4 years ago, and I was at my ex's house at the time when we was together, and I just went to the toilet once. Just any normal day, I went to the toilet, couldn't piss. I was trying, almost like I felt it there.
That's like what people fear for kidney stones, isn't it?
Yes. So I'm there trying to pass it, like just trying to go for a piss, and it just wouldn't. And it was 2 to 3 days that I couldn't, and I just left it for 2 to 3 days, and then it turned out that after, because I had to get operated on down there, and it was the most. I had like a student who was like, they went, "Can a student come and see it? Come and like view it?" And I was like, yeah. So then I've got like I'm led back on this hospital bed, and doing the thing. And I'm pretty sure anyone watching this, you'll know what a catheter is. And they had to use one of them to like, because basically the inside of me all healed up because it had passed a kidney stone, and the kidney stone had damaged all of the inside of me as it's come through. And they had to then reopen me all back up using a catheter, and it was the most painful experience, but the scariest thing ever, because I think, what can you get from like not being able to urinate? Is it a kidney infection, a bad kidney infection or something like that? And that is all that going through my head. So ever since then, even just like, lads, if you're watching this, if you get like a weird feeling anywhere, you just get yourself checked out, because that's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, I've been guilty for that in the past, like, and that's why with what happened to me, I left it about 45 minutes before but I literally, because I'm the type of person that I think I've got quite a high pain threshold, you know, I don't want to make it inconvenient for other people. Yeah. So that, and especially like with not having much sleep from the previous night, I just ended up having to actually wake them up, because I was like, I'm fucking dying here.
Yeah. Life or death in that moment.
In that moment, yeah. But it goes to that old saying of like, you know, you always take your health for granted. Because I remember thinking when I was led in that medical facility, fucking hell, I just wish that this pain was not there. It's like when you've got a, you know, flu or something, you've got a really sore throat, you can't swallow. Yeah. You reminisce and reflect about all the times. That you could swallow.
You was good.
Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. So that's sometimes though you need a sign. But the thing is, it's one of those things where it's just a case of it might happen again, it might not. If it does, then you potentially might have to get your gallbladder out. It's not the end of the world, that. But if you keep healthy in other areas, then you should be all right, you know.
Well, I've seen people, like, even since my mindset changed going through what I'm going through now, I think I saw someone in the gym and they'd had no leg or no arm or something like that. And I looked at them and I thought, I sometimes think I'm having a bad day, and in reality, I've still got two working legs, 2 working arms. So obviously, there's always someone that's got it worse off. When every day you can just have this like feeling where it's such a shit day, it's the worst day, it's this, that, and the other. In reality, you are fucking sweet. Stop being a bitch and moaning, and that's what kind of light bulb moment went off in my head. And now I'm just chill. Don't really worry too much about stuff like that. So, meanwhile, sweating my balls off.
Yeah, bro. We need some AC. It's roasting in there.
We do have the fan, but we don't want to mess the audio.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah, man. My back's dripping right now. Still.
Still. Anyway.
Do you want still or sparkling water?
That's a good video.
I want sparkling water still.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched that fucking video. Still.
Oh god. Oh shit. Do you want to do some questions, bro?
Yeah, shall we?
Let's do a few questions.
Shall we do a few questions?
I feel like I've gotten my last 6-month life story out of the way.
Hey, you didn't know what you needed to say until you've been asked.
No.
A bit like the meetings. Right, so there is a few that we've gone over before on podcasts, which if there is one, you'll know. We can just touch upon it. We don't have to go into too much detail with it.
Yeah, these are just for reference for people watching. These are questions that people have asked on your sticker
on my
story.
Instagram, and just some people messaged me as well. So Zane said, and again, I think this was Zane, is the fitness industry oversaturated?
Yes.
Great answer. I would completely agree. I think it's too easy to call yourself a coach these days.
People don't even get qualified anymore because of the way Instagram is now. Like, you can literally just plug that you're an online coach in your Instagram bio, start waffling on Instagram Reels about fitness because, you know, you can learn up or whatever. You can use ChatGPT to get a decent script that does all the research for you.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you could start getting people inquiring, you know, but they won't be able to get any sort of insurance if someone...
Exactly, that's it.
Yeah, if somebody literally like died from a diet plan, and well, it won't be from the diet plan potentially, but if you gave someone a diet plan, somebody has a heart attack, somebody has a stomach issue or whatever, and then they end up dying, whoever the family members that are left behind are, because hang on, he was working with that coach.
Yeah, let's have a look at him.
Let's look into him and see what he was providing him, and then all of a sudden... You know, you've got a lawsuit on your hands. So, but people don't like to think about that because it's very unlikely. That I actually just had a payment from Simspa come out for some insurance, fitness insurance the other day. It renews, and I was like, fuck, I could have done without that. But then in the back of my mind, if it wouldn't have gone through, again, it's just one of those things that, you know, it could potentially come back to bite you in the arse. Not that it would, you know, I'm a good coach, but
but you can trust what you're doing. You can't trust what other people. Their decisions are going to be. Obviously, like you say, if the unfortunate does happen, which unfortunately it has happened to a number of other coaches that you know that we know, you wouldn't really want it to happen to you. And the funny story is I actually cancelled the direct debit last month, thinking, what the fuck is that coming out of my bank? Because it doesn't relate. The actual payment on your bank slip, on whatever it is, doesn't show that insurance, whatever it's called. It's something that comes up really weird. And I was like, fucking bin that off. Why is that coming out of my account every month? And then they emailed me saying, you've cancelled your direct debit. I was like, oh, shit. And I said, oh, mistake. And I got it back. But that's important. So I would definitely say that the fitness industry is way oversaturated. But it's a good question, saying that one. There was another one that he asked was fat jabs. I'm just quoting what he said. Fat jabs. What's your quick fire opinion thought?
I've watched The Ozempic Effect on Netflix. I find it a bit like that old, what was that vegan one a few years ago?
Oh.
It's not as biased. I can't remember what it's called. There was one basically promoting why everyone should go vegan and this and that, but it only tells one side of the story. The Ozempic Effect does a bit better at that.
Yeah.
But it also does, in a way, still promote people to use, you know, like GLP-1s and all like other fat jabs and things like that. But for me, I've actually just had a client recently who lost, in about 6 months, went on to Manjaro, lost 20 kilo. Okay, so, I mean,
great progress.
It's a lot of weight to lose. Within 2-3 months, gain 10 kilo back. Because
of coming off it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's like you suppress your appetite that long. The more that you push something down, it's a bit like when we talk about depression and emotions. You know, the more you bottle stuff down, the more you push things down, where eventually it's going to explode. And if you keep pushing someone's appetite down for an extended period of time, eventually when the time comes that you have to come off it, because there will come a time that you have to come off it, your appetite's going to come back with a vengeance, and you're just going to want to fucking eat everything. And that's basically like from anyone that I've known that has used Manjaro or Ozempic, that has been the case. They've literally like come off it and then their appetite's just gone through the roof. Yeah. Because they've been suppressing it for so long, and then they gain all this weight back. That's
the thing, because if you're not using Manjaro and you do end up getting all that weight off, you've got in your arsenal the habits or the habitual routines that got you there. Whereas if you do the Manjaro, you're not technically doing all of the work, so you're not learning anything. So then when you are hungry again, you come off Manjaro, you've learnt fuck all. So you're just going to go back to where you left off at. You're just pausing you being fat. And you're just going to get back there when you resume it again.
Yeah.
That's fair.
See, like people like Sharon Osbourne, and again, it's like they go into the subcutaneous fat because they're not eating anything. They're not getting the right macros that they need. You know, how are you meant to retain any muscle mass if you're eating fuck all?
Yeah.
Throughout the day, less than 1,000 calories. So that's why they end up looking like
Looking shit.
Yeah, I was going to say something I can't say.
Can't say that. No. Beat that out.
No.
Beat that out.
But yeah, that's my standpoint on it. I think there are things that, you know, like normal supplementation is great, but when you start relying on jabs, injections, and things to help you get you through, or things where you're going to be suppressing hormones, I think that's when, yeah, you know, it might work temporarily, but it's just like then a drug, because you'll start to see results from it. But then, you know, when you start gaining the weight back, it's just going to fuck you mentally as well as physically over time.
Correct answer.
Starvation, man.
Leading on from that, someone asked what subs should I take? No question, no bullshit, just straight up. So, for instance, this could be...
Don't need to explain why.
You don't really need to explain why, but if you put yourself in a situation where you might go to the gym every now and again, you may take it up again, but, you know, just anything, what would you want in your cupboard in case you wanted to, dibble-dabble into any kind of fitness or anything like that? What would they be? Without
having any blood work done or anything, only tested to know if what I'm deficient in, I'd just have a multivitamin, because it's just like hits all the areas. You know, you don't know what you're deficient in, so you can't actually attack that one area.
Yeah, exactly.
If I didn't know, it'd be a good source of multivitamin. Creatine, again, if I was training, amino acids, protein powder. I think honestly those are just the staples that people need. Pre-workout, yeah, it's good, helps you get through sessions. I think you use the same one as me, MVP.
I do use MVP, but I'm trying Perform now because I get it. Why not?
Yeah. For people that are watching, by the way, Tyler's got a new like sponsorship. Is it that just for the foreseeable? What was it? 25% off if you use Tyler?
Yeah, so it's 25% off if you use the code that I've got, Tyler N25.
Tyler N25 for 25% off.
And yeah, I think the way that they do it is they see how your first 30 days goes, and if you're kind of meeting their expectations in terms of how much you post on your feed or whatever it might be, which generally is nothing, right? They wanted this much done over the next 30 days. I've done that in the last 2 days. I've already met their expectations in terms of that. So, but I just post it because it genuinely is just what I eat and take all the time, supplement-wise. Not had the pre before, so I'm going to try that out. That came today. But I'd probably say the same. Creatine, EAs, whey protein, and I think this day and age, a zinc and magnesium sup for people that really struggle to get to sleep. Because for some reason, everyone seems to struggle to get to sleep at the moment. So I'd probably say something like that would maybe be an essential, even if you're not training.
Have you ever used ashwagandha? You tried that?
I haven't, and I also don't know too much about it because I've never felt like I've seen something that I need from it, maybe. But I'm guessing you're asking that question because you have.
Yeah. Well, it's a plant extract, so, you know, it's not some...
No, it's not. Yeah.
You won't get it from food, but it's just like creatine. It takes time to build up in your system, but it's good to manage cortisol, I think. It's in like a natural suppressor of your cortisol. Again, it's not like, you know, you're like, we're going back to them jabs, you know, it doesn't suppress it too much, but after a certain amount of time using it, you do become a little bit just emotionless because your emotional regulation's then a little bit off because you're not really feeling stress. You're just sort of like...
Yeah.
You're just sort of coasting through each day. And again, you just become like, for anything that, if like an argument comes up or if there's something that might stress you out before. I mean, I'm quite a laid back sort of like chill guy, bro. But, so that's the thing. If you're already a chill person, relatively, then something like that is just going to make you even more nonchalant.
Zen.
Which it can be good, but it can also be bad. So
it depends.
It's pros and cons to it. But yeah, that's what I'd say for supplementation wise, for show.
I like that. I would completely agree on that. I think one of the questions that I actually wanted to ask, because my routine's pretty solidified. Like every single day I'll do the same thing, and that's because at the moment I have to. What is your daily routine if you have one, and how do you think you could optimize that routine? Not just, again, for fitness, but for personal development for you. How do you think you could optimize it from where it's at the moment?
From where it's at the moment, for me, the problem has always been getting to sleep. Once I'm asleep, I'm gone. Gone. Like, I won't wake up throughout the night. You know, I work with people that constantly wake up every few hours. I'm not a light sleeper at all. But for me, getting to sleep sometimes is the issue. Now, I could argue, you know, with sometimes throughout the week, if I'm having like a stressful day or if I'm a little bit more on the tired side, you know, caffeine might push a little bit later on into the day. Which then, you know, is going to keep me buzzing for a little bit. Like, for example, even last week, I needed to get this leg session in, and I could not be fucked. So I ended up taking MVP with like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So like, but then like, even at 8:30 when I'm driving home, I was like feeling that bit jittery. I could still feel it. I was like,
I'm when you itch your eyes and you can't stop itching?
Yeah, like, you go like this.
So good.
You go like this. Yeah, you're seeing stars.
You're driving like,
So
yeah.
That, I think that for me, the big one for me is sleep, which then impacts my training performance the next day because, you know, you start to get into an accumulation of sleep debt. You know, you don't get so much sleep one night, so then you overcompensate for caffeine or carbs the next day. And then that impacts the next night's sleep. And then it's like, it just rolls over. So for me, the biggest thing, if I could change something about my routine, like my actual day-to-day, like drive is fine, everything else is fine. I just think for me it's the sleep element that I would need to focus on personally as a coach.
That is something that I'd back, you know, when I said at the start of the podcast, I said, like, you know, some of the smaller things that people just think, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, that is the superpower, I think. Because, I mean, it's weird because if the old version of me was seeing myself talk about this now, he'd be like, fucking hell, what a weirdo. Like, it's not that deep, but it actually it fully is that deep. Genuinely, it is. The productivity that I get, I think the only thing that I would probably need to fix up on is procrastination. So, you know, like if you're doing any, like a block of work, you've got a block of work in your calendar.
And then you doom scroll a little.
And say if we're doing this podcast, and then I realise 10 minutes have just gone by. I'm like, what were I doing? So that'd be one of the main things that I think I'd have to bin off. Just keeping my phone away from me.
Have you, with your content, have you been structuring that now to a point where you know what it is you need to post each day or not? To a certain degree, yeah, because I'll say, right, I'll have a look at my feed and I'll be like, what has been posted over the last week, right? I'll look at my insights to my Instagram every day. I always see how am I doing. And I'm just, at the moment, I'm seeing it walking, go up and up and up and up. And that's just because of the consistency within the last 30 days has been really good. But I don't specifically follow a schedule because I feel like your page should reflect how it is that you're feeling in the moment. And I think a lot of that comes through spontaneity and how you're, you know, if I don't want to post on a certain day, I ain't going to do it. It's like posting for the sake of posting.
Yeah, I'm not going to go and post this post because I'm feeling like this at the moment. You know what I mean? It's not a true reflection of where I'm at the moment. But talk about YouTube, every Saturday there will be a video at 12 o'clock BST every single time. That's the routine. But I am pre-planning that. I already know what this video is going to be, that video is going to be. And then throughout the week, I'll just bang out some shorts of me with no top on because it does well.
Especially at the moment, bro. That's the thing.
At the moment, yeah.
I think with men, if they're posting gym content, you know, if they've got to be in good shape. When they're like, someone's like really peeled or really buff, that's the stuff that gets more views, gets more likes and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%. I like it.
For sure.
Something that I wouldn't know about you. And I will give you mine first.
Yeah, because that's, for me, I don't actually know, bro. I feel like these days I'm quite open, so I'll have a think though.
An open book. I'd say there's only one person who might know this about me, but two things. I am into astronomy.
Right.
Like space, like fucking wild. Like sometimes I go to bed listening to Brian Cox talk about how the rings of Saturn are weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
sometimes I'll try and wrap my head around what a black hole is, and it'll stress me out. Right?
Or like what the Big Bang was.
Yeah, just like, where are we? Do you know what I mean? I'll deep it, and I'll be like, fucking hell, get me out of this mindset. And then second one is I'm into. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, but there's these like dark fantasy videos where it's just like olden days.
In like the AI, when it's AI.
It's like AI, and it's like dragons and these weird skulls, and it's like weird music in the background. Fucking obsessed. Every single video that I come across, I'll just repost it. I like it. I watch the whole thing 10 times. And that's like a weird thing about me.
If we're talking social media, I'm definitely like, I just love watching dogs, golden retrievers. Not like, no.
I didn't see it going there. Where did that come from?
But, because I've got 2 golden retrievers.
Oh, fair.
But I thought you meant like as in, I'm not even going to say that.
Oh my God.
Where's gone right. Another thing that you might not know about me.
Dogs.
I'm big into like conspiracy theories.
Really?
Do you know, like, well, when I was in Egypt recently,
Yeah.
and I went to the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Love this conspiracy.
Yeah, so I was like, I far away from it. I was like, oh, it don't look too bad.
Yeah.
You know, like it looks good, but when you actually get up next to it and you see how big.
Yeah, how big are they though?
Mate, they're like up here and they're like weigh tons. Like I even gave one a little shove. It's not fake, is it? It's not plyo. But and then we had a tour guide with us, and I was like, it's aliens. Surely it's aliens. And then she was like, no, it's how they have like, they used to have like a ramp. But I'm like, but there's no way, because they were not stronger than us. There must have been another civilization. So that's one. Another one is like Area 51. Again, aliens.
Yeah.
Keeping stuff in like hidden bunkers or in like a government facility that people just don't know about, like where UFOs have crashed and stuff like that. So that's something that sometimes piques my interest. I'd have like a 10-minute TikTok video and I'd watch the whole thing.
All right, well, there's only a few more questions left, right? So I actually want to go back to that. What is your opinion then? How were the pyramids built? Because I'm going to ask you this question as well.
I think it was either like we had some different human species where it was like, there's the theory that they were like massive, like basically massive humans. That's how they had the strength to put all these stones together methodically. And there's like the sun only passes through and shine in like one of the temples. The sun passes through and twice a year and shines directly on like 2 statues of Ramesses II. It's just like, how would you know that?
Yeah.
But it's aliens for me. For the pyramids,
aliens.
anyway.
I think it's something to do with DMT.
Bro, is this even a conspiracy theory?
To back it up though.
Go on.
Have you ever on YouTube where you watch all these DMT like rounds and they all look like fur?
Yeah.
I think back in the day they were just piping on that, and it's like because you say it's like another realm, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you look at all the hieroglyphs on Egyptians, there's like the third eye, which in the amygdala of the brain, and that's where DMT is released. So I think it's and they used to like fucking chop bodies up back in the day and do mummies and all that sort of stuff. So I think there's a link between that to get information. It's like something. No, I wouldn't necessarily say aliens.
It's like supernatural sort of.
Supernatural shit, yeah. But I think DMT is the realm to unlocking it.
Have you ever actually been to Egypt?
I've been a few times, but I've only been to like, family holiday shit.
Oh,
I've not been to Cairo.
Yeah.
That's a mad theory though, isn't it?
Yeah, like going was a bit wild, to be honest. But yeah, just these sort of places, I'm like, stood there and I'm like, you're telling me humans built that?
Go into a YouTube rabbit hole about Egyptians and DMT, and I bet you'll
see, bro, this is the thing. There's that many theories. I don't even know about this one.
I don't think I've heard the DMT theory, because he just said DMT. I was like, whoa, where is this going?
They did it with the mines.
But that's mad. That's mad.
It's only because of the third eye. It's everywhere, all across the like Egyptian, all that shit, yeah.
What about the Illuminati?
Holy shit!
That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
What?
Do you like this sort of stuff?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love this kind of stuff. So give me like one of your, I'd say, most popular debates. Like what's the, I'm trying to think of one. What? Because I'm sure we mentioned this at one point on a podcast before.
Me?
No, well, no, it might have been me, you, or Adam spoke about something. But I'm trying to think, what is the maddest conspiracy that you have, or that you might have come up with about something?
That I have come up with.
But have you got like a conspiracy that you think is true, which is pretty mad? Because I'm trying to think of stuff, but every time I think of like, you know, like for me, my brain goes mad.
Epstein. I mean, this isn't something that I've thought of myself, but I think, you know, he's literally just like the scapegoat. There's so many people that are like billionaires
Linked to him.
That are either linked to him, you know, like the files have already been completely like ransacked. You know, there's loads of documents missing, and then like people with other islands and stuff. I mean, you're telling me he had the only island and they were doing that sort of stuff where they were transporting children and things like that. So yeah.
Mad.
And I also think the circumstances around his death was way too fishy. So when he died, he supposedly hung himself in his cell when he was being held for his trial. I think there's too many people, powerful people that knew, you know, that there was loads of dirty laundry that was going to get brought up in his trial. So they've made it out like he's hung himself because the camera, right? Think about this. There was meant to be someone guarding him 24/7.
Yeah.
There's a camera watching his cell. At the exact moment that he supposedly hung himself, the guard is gone. The camera supposedly is cut out for 60 seconds and then he's dead.
Mad.
So yeah, I don't buy it personally, and I also think someone like Diddy is fucking. He's. I just read somewhere that he's coming out next February now. They've brought it forward somehow. Like he's managed to get like a change in sentence. He's coming out next February.
Who's he paying?
That's the thing. Money's power, bro.
See, for me, that space is fake because I just dislike anyone that doesn't believe in it, just because I'm so fascinated by it myself. But it just is. It's just one of them.
It's just one of them, mate. What about quickly changing subjects?
Yeah, go on.
Did you watch the England?
Oh, World Cup talk. Love this. Go on.
Yeah. Did you watch the semi-final? Obviously.
I did drop my opinion.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and shit talk Tuchel, right?
I like him, me.
I think he's a great manager. I think he's, you know, end of the day, with anybody else, I don't think we would have probably got any further than where we did anyway. Should he have brought Saka on and Rashford a bit earlier? Well, we didn't bring Saka on at all, did he? Did he? So he should have brought Rashford on a lot earlier. I think he should have played Rashford a bit more centre forwardish, just to support Kane at the front. Kept Gordon on the left, and I think that they should have put Saka on way earlier and took Rice. Is it right? Declan Rice off a lot earlier than what they did, and I think that we might have had a bit of a different pace of game because at the end, I think by adding in the defenders that we added in, you know, some of the substitute, all you've done is invited pressure because they're just going to sit deep anyway. So all we're doing now is just defending constantly for the last 20 minutes.
We just got absolutely peppered, man.
So yeah, that's my opinion, and it pissed me off. But I don't think he's a bad manager. There might have been something with Saka in the background or Rashford where they can't come on earlier because of this or that, and we don't know. You know what I mean?
I like him. I think he's got a good mentality, but people were saying he should get the sack, saying he's like he's another Southgate pretty much.
Nah, because I think people are quick to judge us, like people from the UK, us Englanders are way too quick to judge someone and say sack him, because every other person I bet you said sack him, who sacked Tuchel, knows jack shit about football and could never fucking manage an England team. So I think you're quick to judge. Do you know what I mean?
It's also the media in this country, though. This is why I don't blame the likes of Prince Harry moving over to America, just because of how the media, the people that pin the public against a certain individual or a certain team or whatever. It's always down to them, you know, the headlines and what they say. But I mean, Messi the GOAT, man.
He's insane, isn't he?
I saw a clip. Do you know that last goal when they went 2-1 up in stoppage time? I saw like a video about how his cross had to be perfect in order for it to reach. Who was it that scored? Was it Alvarez? Martinez.
Martinez.
It had to be like pinpoint because he saw Pickford come over a little bit further over to the right of the goal. Yeah. And then when he went down and floated the cross in, if it would have been like a centimetre or an inch higher,
yeah.
it wouldn't be made like good enough contact on his head. But if it was also too short, it might have been Bellingham that was stood right in front of him, or there was someone.
I think
and it was literally skimmed past his hair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just found that mad. But again, it could just be one of those things that's pot luck, but it's Messi, so it can never be pot luck.
Have you watched any of the other games recently? England winning.
Yeah, I watched the last France one.
Oh, against Spain.
Spain. Yeah.
Spain.
Obviously, because we're playing France now for the third place playoffs.
Losers final. What did you think of the France and Spain game? Because I watched that as well.
I thought France were ass. I think they just bottled it. Too much pressure.
I think so as well. Because they weren't playing like they normally did.
They couldn't put 5 passes together, man.
Yeah, but is that the pressure of Spain also making them look worse than what they actually are?
Yeah, playing for how Spain have been playing, they played very well against France, and France had an off game. And when you combine the two, they just came out on top. But I think I want Spain to win. I think.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I think I want Spain to win. I like watching Lamine.
Have you seen the photo of him and Messi from 2007 when he's a baby?
No,
he's getting like bathed in the bath. Yeah.
No.
Have you not seen it?
No.
He's got a photo with Messi. Have you seen it? No. Have you not? But again, there's a conspiracy about it now.
Oh no! Fucking hell! Can't do anything.
because right? Okay, the World Cup final is this. When is it? On Sunday. Sunday. It's Sunday the 19th of July. Lamine Yamal is 19. Okay.
Right.
When Messi had this photo, I can't remember the exact start, but when he had this photo with Lamine Yamal in 2007, Messi's number was 19. Okay. And now Lamine Yamal's number is 19.
Okay, so what is all this leading up to?
So they think
They're going to score 19 goals in the final.
No, they think basically like it's Lamine Yamal is like a byproduct of Messi. There's too many coincidences of him being the player that he is, him being 19.
Right, fucking cut this off. We're done.
I'm just rambling on it. But I can't wait. Let me find it, man, because there's someone that explains it better.
Shit. Okay, now I bet there's a conspiracy about everything in there.
Do you feel like they've favoured it towards Argentina to Messi to get the win, though?
You mean with like FIFA?
Yeah.
I feel like it suits it. Yeah, it suits the situation.
The teams out right at the start, and they skip. You know, like in Group A, it was the USA, and they got to like pulled at Argentina, and then just like.
Did they?
Yeah, so they didn't have to play Spain.
So it is rigged then.
That right at the start. It does make you think it's a bit.
Is it? Yeah. I mean, I've heard that the FIFA are trying to keep in Messi for the tournament, for the final, just to see him off because this will be his last one. I've heard that they're trying to see him off in the best way, and that's what they're trying to do, like the refereeing and stuff like that.
Understand it, to be fair.
Yeah, you can.
From a money, they'll make
Yeah,
more money, won't they?
yeah. Put more eyes on the World Cup in it at the end and stuff. You found it?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
No, it's basically a conspiracy that FIFA have rigged like his entire career, Yamal's,
To get him where he
is now, where he's going to be
Messi
playing
is.
in the final against Messi. It's like passing the torch, like you were saying.
I'm not completely.
Oh, bro,
off with
it's a
that,
very
but
far-fetched conspiracy. I was just telling you what the conspiracy was, broski.
fair enough. I mean, I like watching him, and who's the other guy who's on the left
For who?
for Spain? Oh, he's a really good player. Does he begin with L? Who's Spain's? He's really good. Forgot his name as well.
Nico Williams.
No, it's not Williams. Have you got a team up?
No, I've just put left wing for Spain.
He's really good. Who was it that played? You don't get good service here though, so I probably won't be able to
Right,
get it up.
so what's your point anyway?
Just think him and Yamal are just really good
What's
together.
your point, lad?
Who's the front? Who's the forward? Spain.
I don't fucking know.
Come on, Ash. Fucking hell, you want World Cup talk?
Maybe it's the heat, bro.
It's the
heat,
conspiracy theories. Lamine Yamal 19's getting in your head.
Where did that from?
That's a mad one, isn't it? That?
Me? Yeah. I saw it on socials, bro. It's all over like socials at the moment.
That's a mad one.
Have you seen it? Like the thing about him getting the photo, it wasn't like because Lamine Yamal comes from nothing. So, but like Messi was doing something in Barcelona. It was a raffle, and Lamine Yamal has won the raffle to have a photo of him when he's a baby with Lionel Messi, and now he's the player that he is. And he wears 19. It's on the 19th.
What day is it today? Looking at like 17 shit. No, but I'm all for like a player like Lamine coming out and like having a good career, because obviously Ronaldo and Messi are basically done for, stuff like that. But he's got a long way to go, hasn't he? So I'm all for it.
Is that going to call it? Is that the end of the podcast?
I think that's pretty much it. I do want to wrap this up by saying, like we said earlier on, plug the sponsor. I want to perform Tyler N 25% off, and when you do put the code in, you do order, send me a message on Instagram and I will enter you into a competition that's going to be like 150 quid worth of stuff in August. But if you don't message me, you don't get entered. Simple as that.
Get up there. Get up there.
Easy.
Fuck it out.
Funny.